Okay, we're gonna get right into this because I don't know. Whoever's watching most likely hasn't watched my previous two videos, but I had something planned about an hour and 20 minutes ago, but it got delayed. But now it'll probably be probably be time to do it as soon as I'm done recording this. So we're just gonna get straight into this. Bard Quest is pretty short, so I think I can get away with it. But Bard Quest, a young bard's endeavor to slay some dragons, branching choose your own adventure style. The second MS Paint adventure, the branching paths were an experiment that ultimately he proved too complex to manage. It's dooming it to an early cancellation. We can look up the adventure log, and I think I want to check something real quick. Not like they'll appear here, but yeah, should be good. Alright. I think whenever one of these appears, we're probably gonna open it and just kind of keep it there. Try and keep this in mind, and just, yeah. So whenever... Well, no, we can just, whatever. What the fuck ever. We don't need to do that. We don't need to get that. Yeah, it's really short. But yeah, let's just get into the shit. Let's begin Bard Quest. And there will be actual news posts in this. Begin Bard Quest. You are a simple bard invited to perform before a bored and grumpy king. Your hands tremble as they clutch your humble instruments. You think to yourself, this is it. This is where all the hard work pays off. This is a bard's time to shine. Well, we're gonna open all of these and just go through it like that. So, introduce yourself. At the expense of getting started with your performance right away, you opt for an introduction. Surely this king cares who you are, or anything about you at all, for that matter. Go back. Shine his shoes. Always eager to think of ways to ingratiate yourself in front of superiors, you know the spot on the king's shoe. You hawk a mean one into your trusty rag and set to work. This crusty old king will warm up to you yet. Keep shining. Wow, you sure fucked that up fast. Sing a ballad about the king's beautiful queen. You launch into an absolutely exquisite melodic paean about the king's wife. You even throw a little dance number in for good measure. The king is a homosexual. But the double entendre of queen suddenly dawns on him. He finds it quite clever and amusing. He appoints you as head dragon slayer of the kingdom. The kingdom. You truly are an unlikely hero thrust into the position of greatness. Well, realize you probably aren't qualified to slay a dragon. You point out the overwhelming evidence to the contrary. Doesn't matter. Well, Luke Solo. Oh yes, you were about some mean licks on your lute. The monster ballad rocks the palace hall as the subjects are in awe of your lightning fingers. I bet the king really likes it. It seems the king has heard it before. Damn. Go to the blacksmith to forge bard armor +5, of course. You wander into the city streets to prepare for your questing. You wonder if you might want to stock up on several extra large dragon corpse satchels just to be on the safe side, but maybe you should start with the armor first. You think you'll stop by the smith's? Or will you? Michael Vsauce here. Yeah, go to the smith first and get armor +5. I could make your bard armor for ya. +5 what, though? The gentleman wonders what item, in addition to the armor, you would like in quantity of 5. Well, +5 pulchritude. Why didn't you say so? I got just the thing to spruce up your pulchritude right up. Buy the armor. You don't have enough golds. +5 extra large dragon corpse satchels. The smith wonders if just 5 satchels will be enough considering your obvious natural abilities in the field of dragon slaying. What do you recommend? He gives you 10 satchels on the house. He tells you to come back anytime in case you need more. It's 5 issues of your finest gay porn magazines. Homosexuality is outlawed in this kingdom. Anyone caught in the act will be immediately locked up in the king's personal dungeon. He sent you on his way, however, with a gracious recommendation. If asked, you have no idea where it came from. But then hung her up, of course. Go into the meat shop to buy 5 bratwursts. You voice your request to the friendly butcher. We don't stock dildos here. And besides, haven't you heard about the city ordinance and homosexuality? Apparently not. Go to the codsmith and buy an impressively large codpiece. Ooh, first news post. You set about looking for the local codsmith or groin cobbler, as otherwise known sometimes. You're stunned to find a treasure trove. Cod Palace, the busy cod enthusiast, one-stop cod solution. Fucking thanks to Cadar for the cool idea for the style of text under the images. Nutcracker, I'll try not to make multiple pathways too often. I clicked all links in Jailbreak. Jailbreak only has a couple pathways, otherwise it's totally linear. Shelby Cat, BarQuest is cute. Jailbreak is sick. Give BarQuest time. Still reworking the interface. Add a more extensive page list just above this post. No. Go in. So many choices. You're like a kid in a candy store. Instead of candy, the kid finds a lot of cod pieces instead. I have to check occasionally. Find something that strikes your fancy. Sweet Jesus, you found it. The whole of the flagship is called. It even has ruffled trim and a bell to fix. It's perfect. Alas, you do not have the gold for it. Offer to exchange your hat for the codpiece. You offer your hat. The codsmith inspects its worth as potential material for a new codpiece. It shows promise, but it simply is not worth the same as the whole of the flagship. He refuses. Grab the codpiece and run! In an act of understandable desperation, you snatch the piece and scram! The angry smith calls her strapping men to apprehend you. Get the hell out of there! Find a window to a back alley and dive into the safety of a dumpster. Admire your prize. Yes, you and your magnificent piece are alone together at last. Except for some vagrants camping in the alley. They ask if you can spare any cods, but you politely decline. Don the codpiece. You don the codpiece. Now this is a kind of comfort that is only possible with the top-of-the-line luxury cod. The majesty of your union with a piece is heralded. Bask in your own glory. You raise your arms in triumph. You are the king of this alley. Recruit the vagrants as your loyal followers of the codpiece. Your subjects instantly prostrate themselves before the bearer of the great piece. They would do anything for you. They would take a crossbow bolt for your groin. In cod they trust. Codpiece, check. Servants, check. Now, slay a dragon. You're clearly making progress here. Any adventurer would be lucky to begin a quest with your recent acquisitions. You can almost taste the dragon bounty already. Wait, what are your new servants wearing exactly? Just a moment. You start to wonder if the attire of your servants is altogether appropriate. Their groins seem conspicuously barren. Better get them pieces. Let's hit up Cod Palace. You don't know why you didn't think of this earlier. Shop around as if nothing ever happened. Yeah. At least you didn't die. Use a little more discretion for God's sake. You order your new servants to sneak into Cod Palace and snatch a couple cods that are befitting of a distinguished entourage. They return successfully and possibly completely unnoticed. Make a run for it. You flee, but the groin cobbler is hot on your trail. Go somewhere safe and celebrate. You did it! You are free of the tyranny that would deprive your groins of a snug, fashionable cradling. You cavort with carefree abandon, not the least bit concerned with the flopping about of the nether regions, nor are you concerned with any vengeful codsmiths who you are quite sure probably didn't follow you. Okay, that got killed. Single theft, exilation. Repeated theft, murder. Who cares about that? Let's just go kill some dragons. You lead your party outside the town to begin what you can only assume will be an insane dragon murder fest. Your two companions are able-bodied, loyal, and clearly very intelligent. You wonder what their names are. You're too caught up in your bold leadership duties to ask, though, and you figure you'll probably just make up some stupid names for them later on. Where would you like to go to find some dragons to slay? Take Flothers and Donchi to the dragon concentration camp. Stupid Flothers! What a dumb suggestion! There's no such thing as a dragon concentration camp. You slap Donchi around a little, too, for good measure. Ooh, new posts. Hey dudes, the suggestions are all cool. Keep them coming. I had time to do more of them. I'm still sort of feeling out a schedule for this. I'm tentatively striving to add to the story at least once a week, but hopefully more often than this. So it looks like I'm keeping up with this about once a week is all I can handle right now. I have a lot of other stuff going on right now, not the least of which is drawing the second Whistles book. Book 1 is out real soon. Keep an eye on the RSS feed, assuming it actually works properly, is my recommendation. You never know when I might strike. I am like a crouching cougar with an angry rattlesnake up its ass. Hell yeah. And then fucking search for dragons in your immediate vicinity. You peer into the thick forest, but you cannot see any dragons in your immediate vicinity. This quest will surely be a long and trying one. Find a dragon in the caves of Harold. Donchi suggests looking for dragons in the caverns of Harold. You decide to teach him about what happens to brainless servants who make up bullshit places. Hey look, the caves of Harold. You will consider entering the caverns of Harold at one point. I just click on this link. Oh, it links to this. Wow, I already read that. That's awesome, I think. Find a dragon in a swamp of mystery. Top-notch idea, Flother. It's an excellent idea like that deserves a reward. You hoist Flother as your thickest T-bone steak. Proceed to the swamp of mystery. You find yourself in a really moist and smelly swamp. This is an investment of a stolen. This is where the investment of a stolen codpiece really pays off. Your groin is warm and dry. You see a swamp wizard. And final page. Do a dance. You rip out one doozy of a silly dance. Dragons be damned. You have to slay this rhythm inside you first. Donchi and Flyers are really excited. And that's it. That's all that exists to this. Again, fucking doomed to an early cancellation. I believe there's more news post before we really start on Problem Sleuth. Yeah. Pause. I'm putting MS Paint Adventures on an indefinite hold. I have a lot of stuff to work on, and it's silly to pretend I can keep up with this regularly at the moment. I will come back to it, though. I'd like to iron out some of the features in the still quite experimental system. When I do, it will be when I'm able to commit to a regular schedule, maybe even daily. In the meantime, you can read the adventures in their current state here. Wow, you can. And then next thing, so I'm starting this up again, this time with a brand new adventure called Problem Sleuth. I've thought a bit too much dust had gathered on Bard Quest. I will either come back to it some other time or allow it to languish indefinitely. The comment box over there yearns for your brilliant ideas. And then 40 posts remain. Oh boy. We will be getting on Problem Sleuth. We'll be starting it next episode. But that's it for now. And also, Problem Sleuth is going to be the first instance of actual author commentary. Like, fucking this weird little empty box has been below this and Jailbreak. That's where author commentary goes. Gonna have that for all of Problem Sleuth and for a good bit, like for pretty much the first half of Homestuck. Like right up to about the final fucking section of Act 5. But that's it for now. And thank you for watching. Again, tomorrow we're starting off with Problem Sleuth. Oh man. See you then.